Hey folks, how we doing today? It's me again, Shannon Fox here, Devoted Patriots channel. Just want to talk about inflation a little bit. I don't mean to brag about going to places where you spend a lot of money. Those places that are really expensive. But we went to the grocery store and the gas station yesterday, and oh my goodness, it is bad. We bought $250 worth of groceries and didn't even fill the basket up. No joke. I took some pictures of the prices of meat. Sirloin is $20 a pound. Are you kidding me? I don't eat that much sirloin anyway because I can't afford it. But now it's really I can't afford it. I mean, that's the price of what it should be cooked on the plate at the restaurant with some fixings on the side. And that's for raw meat. That's just crazy, crazy. Seen there many people in the store were just disgruntled about the prices, shaking their head because a lot of stuff was not in stock. It was pretty much a madhouse, and it's showing. The economy, the inflation is showing at the grocery store and at the gas pump, no matter what. That's why I'm going to buy me about 100 or so of those "I did that" stickers, with Joe Biden doing this, and I'm going to pass them out and probably going to buy 100 of them or so in bulk to see how many of them I got to buy to get a deal on them. And anybody that wants to support my channel or just got to have one of them stickers, I'll get you to send me a self-addressed stamped envelope with a few dollars in it or something. We'll figure out the pricing after I order these things and get them here in my possession. And I guess I'll be in the sticker business. I don't know. I thought about starting a merch store, and we're just going to do this sticker thing as an experiment, see how that works. May end up with decide I want to do a merch store at one point. Baby steps, I guess, is the best way to put it. Speaking of inflation, and I did that. Looks like today metal prices are up so high that a nickel is worth more than a nickel, and I will bring you that story at the end of this episode. But let me go ahead and explain to you what's really going on with the optics. Anyway, it says after Maduro, after Venezuelan Maduro said he wasn't going to give us no gas, wouldn't take Biden's phone calls, and Biden's basically begging him. He told Joe Biden, go pound sand. It's official. That ain't his exact words. I'm ad-libbing there. But when Psaki was asked by Peter Ducey today, what about importing Venezuelan oil? She says, that's not an active conversation at this point in time anymore. Sounds like a no to me. No doubt about it. They can't get oil from most of these places, and there's not going to be enough to supply all this stuff. They need to turn our fuel back on. I seen that 5 days ago, even after this Russian war has started, 5 days ago, they refused to redo or reinstate a oil drilling lease right off Galveston coast, knowing that we need to pump our own oil. And so, even with this going on, the Biden administration is actively doing everything they can to prevent our fuel from being pumped out of our own soil. No doubt about it. It says Biden claims he discussed rising gas prices as a kid at the kitchen table. Boy, he's got a story for everything, doesn't he? Gas prices were flat for Biden's entire childhood, and that's a fact. Anybody that knows way back when, gas didn't fluctuate much back then. Didn't have all these issues. Only time we've had a lot of real bad gas issues was during Nixon's time, during Obama's time, and now during Biden's time, and that's just the facts. It says Biden says 17 Nobel Peace Prize winners in economy wrote him to say, Build Back Better will ease inflation. Just spend more money. That's all we need to fix inflation. Now, I don't know what these people have been smoking. Maybe they've been smoking the lettuce. I don't know. But I don't put much credit in Nobel Peace Prize winners at this point in time. When they give Nobel Peace Prize for journalism to Washington Post and New York Times and the Wall Street Journal for lying about the Russia collusion hoax, they lost all credibility as far as I was concerned at that point. It's more of a pick the guy that you like the most. It's a woke culture club now, and I just don't have any respect for these Nobel Peace Prize winners. I don't know if it's nothing against the people that are intelligent enough to win these things, but I think the people that are picking the winners have obviously got some issues. If they got 17 top Nobel Peace Prize economists saying that Build Back Better will help us, wow, them guys are lying. They're paid off, and they don't deserve. The only thing they deserve is a Pinocchio Award, as far as I'm concerned. No Nobel Peace Prize for the lying crew. Just my opinion. Says, Rand Paul, this is a good one. Rand Paul says, no one person should have unilateral authority to make decisions for millions of Americans. Rand Paul introduces amendment to fire Fauci as NIAID director. He wants to get rid of him. That way he can tell us what to do. I like it. I like it. That's a great idea. And Biden steadily blaming Putin for the gas prices. And truth be known, nobody's buying it. Our gas has been going up since the minute he showed up. And that's a fact of the matter. Says, oh God, they're talking about the fourth jabberdoodle coming around. I'm not even going to go there. Dumbest statement yet. Pelosi argues spending trillions to help lower national debt will help the nation. Global inflation is strictly Putin's fault. Tulsi I won't get into that one either. Let me see here. That's about it for that. Let me go ahead and get to this. Article I Googled earlier. You know, I know quite a bit about the metal business, and I know a little bit about stocks and things. If you want to invest in something that is a surefire way to be able to get your money back in the end, if not a profit, invest in precious metals. Silver, gold, platinum, palladium, nickel. There's 100 precious metals and minerals out there that are very valuable, and most people don't know what they're for, don't know that they're in most things. Most people don't know much about zinc and things like this, but all these things are in our currency, and they're in our electronics as well, and so it's a win-win deal to buy stock in these things, and that's just what I believe. Now this right here will prove that, and this proves just how bad our economy is. It says, how much is a nickel coin worth? Well, it should be worth 5 cents. But today, it's worth more than a dime. It's worth anywhere from 12 cents to 16 cents. And it's not because it's made out of copper, because it's 3/4 copper, 25% nickel. But it's because that 25% nickel is a very precious element. And the price of nickel has been going up dramatically along with the scrap metal prices. Scrap metal prices have went up $3 a 100 pounds for 10 this week alone. It's fixing to get nuts. We're going to be at $15 or $20 a 100 pounds for 10. Be great for me as far as the paycheck goes. Be able to work same amount of effort, make twice as much money. I love it. I love it. That's the only thing I can say good about this whole gas situation. It does make the price of the metals go up, which benefits me. And anybody in the stock market that's already owns money or owns stock in the nickel business and palladium and all these other precious metals, platinum. Says the run-up for a nickel price. Let me go ahead and read the whole article. Says a nickel is worth more than a dime now. A run-up in a nickel prices is lifting the value of the metal in a nickel, which cost the U.S. Mint more than a face value of 5 cents to produce it, even before this surge in prices. The U.S. coin is 25% nickel, 75% copper. Nickel prices spiked to $100,000 per metric ton on the London Metal Exchange. That's the metal itself, nickel. Earlier this week, before trading was halted, the metal had traded around $25,000 a ton before the run-up, so it is quadrupled in price. At $100,000 a ton, a nickel would be worth 16 cents in metal if you was to smelt it or melt it down, and that's just a close estimate. See, and nickel actually weighs 5 grams. I'm sure some of you know that for certain reasons. I do. It says, appropriately so, it contains 1.25 grams of nickel and 3.75 grams of copper. And the 1.25 grams of nickel is the valuable part, is more valuable than copper by far. It's much more precious as far as scarcity. It says, at $100,000 a ton, there is 12.5 cents of nickel in a nickel, coin, and there's also 3.5 cents of copper in a nickel coin. With copper trading on the LME, that's the British Stock Exchange over there, says that about $10,000 a metric ton, there are millions of grams in a metric ton. At $50,000 a ton for nickel, there would be 6.5 cents of nickel for every 5-cent coin. It is a total metal value would be about a dime. And a cost of $25,000 per ton, there would be just over 3 cents of nickel value and about 7 cents of total metal value. So no matter what, a nickel has always been worth more than a nickel, but now it is looking like it is worth 3 or 4 times as much. Some of these very same things happened in the past. I don't know if everybody knows this, but it's time to go invest in some of these precious metals. When things like this happen, it's because the economy is going to crap, and the coinage, the metal in the coinage is worth more than the coin itself. This has happened with the silver, with the dimes originally, back in the early 1900s. It's also happened with many other coins as well. As a matter of fact, during wartime, a lot of times they made steel pennies and stuff just so they could use the brass and copper for bullets. Many times our coinage has been changed over from different metals according to what we need them for, and they haven't proposed doing anything with the nickel yet, but at the rate they're going, people are going to start hoarding nickels in order to smelt them in the end, and they may end up having to recall all the nickels, make them out of a cheaper product, put less nickel in them, or put something else in them like zinc or something instead of the nickel, and change it up. It's a very good possibility this may happen. Biden may kill the nickel behind inflation before this is all said and done. It's a good possibility. It happened with the copper penny. There's no more copper pennies in circulation. There's still some out there, but they're not in circulation. The government scooped all of them up at one point over this very thing. At one point, you could take 100 pennies, which was $1, and go sell it at the scrapyard for about $2 and something. And when that happened, everybody started taking their pennies and smelting them down, and so the government had to make our pennies copper-coated.